BlackRock has stopped being funny. There has been a gradual upturn in the market today. The Shiba Inu's bleeding has finally subsided. The whole cryptocurrency market is going ballistic. Suddenly, BlackRock went out and acquired millions. The indications are being dropped by the analysts. A Shiba Inu's chances of thriving have never been higher. Will this, however, suffice? Okay, I'll try to clarify. Important notice. For Shiba Inu people, today is a good day. The seemingly never-ending battle is over, and the price is momentarily no longer falling but is rather rising. Considering how difficult the last several days have been, this jump, albeit not enormous, is significant. Today the tables have turned on Shiba Inu, who had been steadily declining. Investors can take a deep breath now that the price has stayed firm and even gained some territory. Sensitivity is waning. Now that things are looking stable, people are less hesitant to act. Looking at the data from last week reveals that Shiba Inu is really stabilizing, which is great news for the community. It could mean that the storm is about to pass. That is an excellent position for investors to be in. Things become intriguing though, at this point. An analyst made a groundbreaking discovery that at first look most people could have overlooked. A large portion of the supply is controlled by huge whales, and data from Into the Block shows that their inflows and outflows have slowed significantly over the past 24 hours. What we're talking about is an astounding overall movement decrease of more than 80%. That may sound scary at first, but there's actually some bullish news if you look closer. Despite the significant decrease in activity, the net flow, the difference between the amount of Shiba Inu coming in and going out, turned positive. Only the day before, outflows were much higher, indicating that whales were releasing more Shiba Inu than they were bringing in. I can tell you right now that the disparity is much smaller. Despite less overall movement, the figures demonstrate that the balance has swung toward accumulation rather than selling, which is huge. What this implies is that the market-moving giants aren't dumping. While the price is still low, they are secretly buying more Shiba Inus. That's the epitome of self-assurance. It is often an indication of hope for a major upward advance when whales choose to accumulate rather than sell their holdings. No need to worry. They are setting themselves up for what may be their next major run. Listen, I realize this sounds ridiculous, but bear with me. Additionally, BlackRock experienced a monumental event today. This isn't idle chatter, it's a possible indicator that Shiba Inus are about to pump heavily. Care to know the specifics? We will address that later on, but for now, let's discuss the significant update provided by the Shiba Inu development team. This has the potential to completely alter the course of events. The Karma system has recently been activated on the PuppyNet test network, which is part of Shibarium. And the community couldn't have asked for anything more. Karma is a point system that keeps tabs on your actions inside the Shiba Inu ecosystem and awards you points for them. Token burning, staking, liquidity enhancement, metaverse land acquisition, and more. As you participate more, your earnings will increase. So let me explain why this is important. It increases 1. The number of Shiba Inus that be burned, staked or locked up decreases in proportion to the number of participants. Additionally, prices have the potential to rise while demand remains high and supply falls. Until it launches on the main Shibarium network. Karma isn't available for testing, but it has the potential to revolutionize things. If past events are any indication, a rally is sparked by an increase in activity, burning, and demand. When it comes to additional action, BlackRock has recently made a huge announcement. They recently spent millions of dollars on Bitcoin. The decline is definitely selling. The world's largest asset manager is stocking up as the market hesitates. You already know what happens when crypto behemoths like BlackRock start buying up crypto. The wealthy are anticipating something. They are not irrational, they start getting ready before the market does. It becomes even more intriguing from this point on. Just now, we notice that Shiba Inu whales are also silently gathering. Minimal motion, with more incoming than outgoing flows. It would appear that they are all acting similarly, trying to take advantage of the low cost by purchasing as much as they can. If we can learn anything from the past, it is that whale accumulation typically precedes a major shift. The pieces are fitting together. Blackrock is jumping on the crypto bandwagon, and Shiba Inu whales are piling up. Shiba Inu prices could skyrocket if demand continues to soar and supply remains severely constrained. Finally, this is not all. A Twitter analyst has just made a huge revelation. Some whales really went ahead and spent more than $11 million on Ethereum. Indeed, that is an enormous buy. Also, this is a trending topic. Whales are buying Ethereum at an unprecedented rate. To some, that may seem like Ethereum. Regarding Shiba Inus, what is the connection? Well, whales buying Ethereum in bulk like this usually means the market is going to be quite busy soon. Altcoins like Shiba Inu aren't immune to the market-wide effects that happen when institutional investors flood the crypto space. For Shiba Inus, what does that imply? Well, Shiba Inu demand could increase if additional major players join the market and inject liquidity. Keep in mind that whales aren't the only ones stockpiling Ethereum. They're also on the lookout for other possibilities, such as ventures like Shiba Inu, where they may make a killing. Since Ethereum whales are making large purchases, the crypto market is heating up, and Shiba Inu might be in for some significant upward momentum. It's hard to say what the future holds. Plus, this might be further reinforced by this authentic information gathered by the Shiba Inu group. A major statement was made recently by Lucy, the official marketing head for Shiba Inus. She has announced the arrival of Shibarium's golden era in a post on X. Seems daring, doesn't it? However, it is not without substance. The message was crystal apparent in her post from the team's affiliated account, Shibarium Updates. The most crucial stage of Shibarium's development has begun. Message from Lucy: stay steadfast. Remain composed and composed. She has a good reason for saying this. The Shibarium crew drew parallels between this and other watershed moments in history, such as the Gilded Age, when society underwent a period of unprecedented change and advancement. And that is precisely the current state of Shibarium. This is now more than simply an experiment. It's developing into something useful, constructing actual infrastructure. Give it some thought. Bitcoin is being hoarded by Blackrock. There has been an influx of Shiba Inu whales. Now the Shiba Inu crew is letting everyone know that some major changes are on the horizon. Ecosystems are expanding. The price normally goes up as the foundation gets firmer. As a Shiba Inu, this can be the turning point that propels them from promising pup to proven champion. And here's something to consider in case you haven't moved on from that recent price drop. Despite the steep decline, one expert noted that the ecological upgrades may hold the secret to a significant recovery for Shiba Inu. At the moment, everything is focused on the backing from Shiba Inu's investors. Now more than ever, Shiba Inus require a mix of things. Perhaps the Karma system and Shibarium's golden age are the necessary upgrades to turn things around. However, things get more intriguing from this point on. In spite of the price cut, the burn metric for Shiba Inus has increased by more than 12,000% in the past 2 days alone. What this signifies for the project's future is that the ecosystem is actively decreasing the availability of Shiba Inu, which is fantastic news. The price, however, has not responded in the manner one would anticipate, even if supply